Oh, it's been like burned down. That's why I'm going crazy. I know that nothing I do will bring her back. Please forgive us for what we have done. So one of the staff, this is good, one of the staff is a schizophrenic. We call these lost souls ghosts. Very spooky. Wait. That scared the shit out of me. Hey everyone, it's Nicole. We're playing the Painscreek Killings, episode 2. It's going to probably please you to know that I've run out of Painscreek puns to use for the moment, so there's not going to be many of those to contend with. Let's just take a quick look at what we discovered in the first episode before we move on to the second episode. So first up, some people. We have Sheriff James Howard. Not much to say about him. We have Vivian Roberts, the victim, and we'll define everyone in relation to her, so not much to say here either. So Charles Roberts is her husband. He used to be the mayor. He was having an affair and he's an alcoholic. The game's setting him up as the red herring, it looks like. We have Scott Brooks, who is an orphan, but he was adopted by the pastor, Pastor Matthews, I believe. He's the only suspect that police had. He was fired because Vivian didn't like the way that he was romancing Trisha. There's a little bit of a forbidden love arc there. So seeing as very early on he's being pushed as a suspect, probably not the killer either. We have a bunch of staff too. We have Bernard, who had a wrist injury, but I need to put that in a timeline before I know if that's significant or not. Quiet old, a bit of a fuddy-duddy. We have Trisha, who we mentioned in relation to Scott, their boyfriend-girlfriend, against Vivian's wishes. We have Charles, and we have Derek, whose mother had cancer. So we visited 3 places. We visited the sheriff's checkpoint. That led us into the town. We visited Anne's Diner Inn. We didn't get much there that I can recall. We got a names list. These are unsorted at the moment. We got a names list, but these names are not relevant yet. We have the one, so Stephen Moss, he never checked out. The game was pushing that little fact at us, so we'll see if that's significant, see what that means. And finally, we visited the Roberts Mansion, which had a lot of stuff. We learnt all about the staff. We learnt about Charles and Vivian. Yeah, it was a nice place, wasn't it? We had a look around, had a little look at how things worked. The staff schedules, tea ceremony or tea, whatever. My daughter has tea parties too. Yep, so there was that. We're going to have another quick look around there, I think. We have some threads, or just some of the threads that I remembered. This isn't exhaustive. I've got to go back and look at this, but we have the coal mine accident that happened 20 years ago. We have a Dr. Henry Johnson found drowned in the lake. Joshua S. Taylor is a kid that was missing from the playground, and we had a little look at the playground too, but didn't see anything there. And we had a lot of anonymous hate mail for Miss Roberts. Someone mentioned that in one of the journals. We have a couple of things we want to do today. We want to start off by just having another look around the mansion, as I said. We have a key for 7 Black Pine Road. We want to go see what that is. We have the padlock for the code for the cemetery, 1131. We have a note that says that there might be a key under a flower pot in the church, and that's at 46 Silver Lake Boulevard. So we'll take a look there. What do we have here? We have a map of the town. These need to be sorted. I need to go through and sort these into, relevant sections, relevant people, just to get a bit more organized. So the very first thing we saw is that Scott Brooks was the main suspect. So 19 Black Pine Road, 7 Black Pine Road. Okay, it's a different place. Never mind. The second floor of the mansion. Lots of locked doors in the mansion, by the way. So we're going to have to find keys. We have to be a bit more observant. We have this little big reveal was this behind the safe, this little keypad. Yeah, we had the various journals of the various staff. We had a few recountings of her funeral, of Vivian's funeral. Yeah. Look, let's just get straight back into it. I'm excited to keep looking around. All right. Lots of notes under things. Under chairs, under tables. Actually, I'm thinking let's just have another look in the yard and then we'll move on to the next place. I just want to see if that key can get us in anywhere. A house entrance key. So that might just be the front door. There's windows in the attic too, so there might be an attic we can eventually go through. Oh, a box of wine there. This is a padlock. Okay, it's not a key. Fair enough. why don't I remember this? So that's the locked door. Okay, so hold on, we couldn't get in here. Maybe there's another window we can peek through. No, curtains up. Yeah, curtains up. So I think this is also locked. Yep, locked with a pin. So I'm wondering what else we can see if we peek in the windows, you know? What does this say? Certificate of Acknowledgement awarded to Vivian Roberts in recognition. Okay, the Roberts Foundation. Influential citizen. Okay, that's her accolades. So kitchen, yep, we've seen that. Curtains up here. Ah, no. Okay, yep. Yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and move on. So Silver Lake Boulevard. And the church is on this road. And the church is 46. Oh, do you want to leave Painscreek now? The game will proceed to the ending. No, I don't. Okay, the church is our next stop. Here's the church. Okay, is there a flower pot? Wait a second. 46. Okay, it's locked. Flower pot. Nope. More flower pots. Even more flower pots. So I couldn't find it under any of the flower pots, but it wouldn't let me interact with them either, really. Well anyway, we have the... another car. We have the padlock code to the cemetery. Oh, it's already been unlocked. Okay. That's locked. Timothy Sanders, you're in God's care now. Andrew Reed, may you rest in peace. 1995. 1993. Now the murder happened in 96. Christopher Burke. Here lies a man whose wisdom flowed from rivers. 1984. Gary Roberts, rest in peace. 89. Gary Roberts, so Vivian Henry Johnson. 95. Wanda Tyler. 96. Magdalene Roberts, 1975. She has her own little fenced-off area here. Goldberg, 86. Goldbert, 97. Jonathan Hopkins, 1973. Victoria Hopkins, 91. Jesse Elliott, 1990. Philip Young, 91. Calvin Bennett, December 7, 84. A little unmarked grave here. Marissa Young, 97. Brooks, 95. Fields, 82. That's a teacher. Whitman, 69. Vivian Roberts, 95. Oh, so the murder happened in 95. My bad. Trisha Roberts, also 95. Huh. I wonder if... So that's the girlfriend, right? Yeah, so she also died. We didn't hear that, did we, in the last episode? Okay, what's over here? Can't see anything. Okay, did we miss a flower pot somewhere? So I'm just going to refer to the note. Anyone delivering food to church on Saturdays, please lock all the doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving. It's definitely not. Yeah, we have the address for that, so it's definitely not. Are we sure we can't manipulate the flower pots? Is this open? No, it's not. Okay, well that's not so good. Let's keep exploring down this path and we'll find our way down to 7 Black Pine Road. So we're here. That's all the way over there. So let's just have a look through here. See if there's anything. Ooh, big gate. Clothes still drying here. We find ourselves here. Okay. Walnut Avenue. Town Centre Road. One Walnut Avenue was something, wasn't it? Let's go to Black Pine Road. Big books. Little what? Little what? Postal Service. Is this 7 Black Pine Road? Probably not. So what's this road? Oh, that's Pebble Lane. So that goes away from Black Pine Road. So this is Black Pine Road. 40. There's a nice looking place. So if we pass 741. So is this the community hospital? So we'll save that for next. So 40, 39. We're right up the other end, aren't we? 11. 12. Where the heck are we? So Town Centre Road, Black Pine Road. Wait, that's Town Centre Drive as well. Huh? So Pebble Lane, that's not what we want. 18, 28. So it actually might even be this store. Let's board it off. I wonder if 7 falls under the Painscreek Community Hospital. Or is this... No, this is Clover Street, Town Centre Drive. 9, 7. Unlocked. Alright. Decrepit, abandoned. Oh, it's been like burned down. Safe. Dear Daniel, how have you been, my son? It has been a while since I last wrote to you. I'm getting much better now. Dr. Johnson has assured me that I'm recovering well. I'm now working full-time at the mansion. The hallucinations are gone. There are just 2 more checkups to do and I'll be done with rehab. How's Mum doing? Is she still working at that restaurant? I hope she spends enough time with you. I don't blame her for leaving and I wish I could be there for you. I'm sorry things turned out this way. Please forgive me. I have been saving my money and plan to what? Okay, so one of the staff, this is good, one of the staff is a schizophrenic. So one of the male staff is a schizophrenic, was treated by Dr. Johnson. Dr. Johnson. Fascinating. Premium rums. Wow. What's upstairs? Is that like a satanic... Oh my. And just a mattress. Possibly it's a Japanese person. Little bottles. Xanad antidepressants. Andrew Reed. Andrew Reed. Story of Tonti. We've seen that in a few places. Diary. May 12th, 94. I hate to admit it, but Scott is a good kid. He's hardworking, takes care of me when I'm drunk, and he's a man of his word. I'm starting to like him. Did I see her again? How can that be? Why doesn't the medication work anymore? Did he give me cheap pills? No, that can't be. He's as guilty as I am. We're all in it together. What? He's as guilty as I am? We're all in it together? He cannot abandon me. They could not abandon me. August 2, 94, so a couple of months later. Ever since Scott asked about her, I've started to see Sophia again. Why did he have to mention her? I need more pills. I think I'm going crazy. August 29, 94. Oh Lord, I know I'm a sinner. I realize it now. That's why I'm going crazy. I know that nothing I do will bring her back. I pray that our sins do not pass down to our children. Please forgive us for what we have done. Yikes. So it's not Scott. So it's Derek or Bernard. Under a false name, or it's someone who was fired that we didn't know about. Andrew Reed's story. Okay, 2 copies of the story of Tonti. Bit crazy if you ask me. For us. Our door is jammed. So how might I get through there? That only goes this way. What's up here? It's not a logical house. Okay, can I get behind the house? Here's how I do it. Alright. So I guess we go to the community centre and finish off this doctor angle. Alright, the hospital. And board it off. Surely this will be locked. Why not? There's a torch, we already have one. Alright, so Painscreek Hospital visitors. Trisha Roberts, Matthew Brooks, visited her every day. Joel Peters, Harold. Okay, I don't see anything here. Reception area, please be seated. I don't know why I took a picture of that. Oh, what room is she in, maybe? Maybe that's what we want. No, it doesn't say. If Father Matthew forgets his key, place it under the flower pot next to the church. So we already have that letter from... that note from somewhere else. Okay. Oh, looks like a document in there. Cleaning supplies. Cleaning the evidence, maybe? Okay, this might be something. The path may trace out a word or something like that, I'm thinking. Operating room is locked. Okay, we'll keep to the inside for now. Well, maybe we'll do the outside first. So why was Trisha in here? Okay, I think this just wraps around, right? Except it doesn't. And of course we must obey those little chains there. Okay, that one's chained off. Alright. Nurse's station. What's that? Medical record room. About to breach people's medical privacy. Oh, here we go. Wanda Tyler. Interesting, so that might be a house key. Ah, here's the map. Medical records is 9, so across from the entrance. Need a handyman. Scott Brooks. Okay, we've done that. Ghost reel. What happens when a person dies? Does the soul leave the body and head towards some far-off light? These are questions that mankind has been asking since the beginning of our existence, and yet there is still no concrete scientific explanation that can prove such things exist. But what if they are real? More importantly, what if that person has unfinished business here on the earthly plane? According to Nathaniel Anderson, a spiritualist and writer of Spirits of the Dead, the spirit world is very real and everyone is destined to go there after leaving their physical body. However, when people die with resentments in their heart, they are unable to pass through the gates towards their designated realm in the spirit world. This is due to the things that they were affected by while they were here on Earth. We call these lost souls ghosts. Ghosts are spirits in an unhealthy state. Some of them seek revenge, but almost all of them seek some form of resolution, depending on the level of hurt they received before passing and their level of maturity while on Earth. The levels of resolution range from lesser indemnity to greater indemnity. Very spooky. Room 102. Diary. November 15th, 95. Derek visits me every day. This is Trisha's room. Sometimes he smuggles the snacks that I like, knowing that I would never get them from nurses. Other times he brings me flowers. They smell so wonderful. Love triangle, maybe? He knows that I love Sense and Sensibility and reads me a chapter or two every time he's here. If he doesn't have to drive Charles for a few days, he stays past visiting hours and sleeps on the armchair, tending to my needs during the night and gives the nurses a break. He's such a good kid. December 2, my hair is falling off more now. I really don't like the chemotherapy sessions. They make me throw up. This isn't Trisha. This is the mother, maybe. The mother with cancer. My hair is falling off more now. I really don't like the chemotherapy sessions. They make me throw up afterwards. Every time Derek visits me, it pains me to see him holding back his tears. I want to comfort him, saying I'm getting better, but my appearance betrays me. December 16, 95. Sometimes I wonder if my life had any meaning at all. Having mostly worked my whole life for the Roberts family, what will people say at my funeral? Will Derek think of me as a mother who was always there for him? I could have done so much more, if only there was more time. Okay. So hold on. First floor. 8 should be the entrance, right? Lobby. Our medical records is... okay. There's the stairs up and down. We'll do medical records first. Wait a second. There we go. Okay. Raymond Brown, 34 Black Pine Road, very old, heart disease, patient needs to be monitored daily. Raymond Brown, 34 Black Pine Road. So hold on. Okay, so this is all for the one guy. Wanda Tyler, cancer. Wanda Tyler, Cytoxan. Raymond Brown. Bonnie Ramsey. Fern Dopril. Andrew Reed. Oh, this is the guy who burned down his house. 1951. So Henry Johnson is the guy who is in it with him. We're in this together. Marlon Fox. Carl Thornton. Marlon Fox. Rebecca Hunter. Seizures, blackouts. Okay. Provide the patient with necessary information. Carl Thornton. Unable to work. Permanent. Andrew Reed. So unable to work less 2 to 4 weeks. Okay. James Comley. Henry Johnson. Bonnie Ramsey. Heart disease. Andrew Reed, alcohol dependence. Mental or emotional illness, unstable. Jason Gomez, diabetes. Okay. Can somebody let Catherine know that I found her missing pin and I placed it in one of the drawers of the lobby? If she's wondering, I found it in the basement storage. She needs to take better care of her things.
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing? What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Interesting. So that key is gone now, right? Yep. Okay. So one of the drawers in the lobby. Space occupancy 102 Wanda T, 201 Teresa M, 203 Trisha R, 204 Sharon B, 206 Harold M. Pick up 1964. Nihil Maple Leaf, is that like Canada? Yeah, that's locked. Let's have a look on the second story. Room 203, 204. What's that book again? Oh, room 206. Is heaven real? Restroom. Dear Nicole, I was so glad when I got your letter. I am sorry too, and thank you letting me choose where we bury our time capsule. I have a few ideas in my mind and I want you to pick one for me. 1, playground. 2, behind hunting cabin. 3, cemetery. What the heck? There's all blood here. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that. Dear Hannah, I heard from my mum that you are not feeling well and have to be in the hospital from now on, so I wrote this letter to say I'm really sorry for what I said to you last time. I just wanted our time capsule to be perfect. When you get better, you can put anything you want in our time capsule and you can decide where we should bury it. I promise. I really hope you get well soon. I miss you. Please write back to me. P.S. You can pass your letter to my mum. She works in the hospital as a nurse. Nicole. I need to check out the women's toilets. Official detective business. Ooh, another level. Ah, the roof. Hard hat area? Probably a broken ledge. Someone could fall and die. Let's have a look under there. Okay. So I think that's everything here. Rehab room. Everything's locked. Let's have a look at the other staircase if we go down it. Are these closed when we leave, maybe? Well, they stayed open. We must just have not seen it. We can't get to the basement from here. Alright, so I want to see what's under that ledge. Did something or someone fall off the roof? Henry Johnson, staff pass, non-expiring. Wait. That scared the shit out of me. Fuck. Jane, Lisa, Catherine, Susan. They've all got passcodes. Okay, where's the roof broken? Is it up? So it's at the front. Ah, someone did fall off. Okay. So what is this an electronic keycard for what? B1 electric control room? Maybe it's for the basement? No, because that's just a locked door. Elevators aren't working. I wonder if it's a power thing. We have to put the power on somehow. So we've been through here. Two knives are missing. Wanda Tyler. So we could find her house and go there. Except she's not. Yeah. Why is this section open to us? Let's just have another look. Okay, so let me just find Wanda Tyler's address and we'll go there next. 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. On the other end of town. Six. 41, 43. We're in. Alright. Old and New London. It's the same maze. Wait, oh. Sorry. May 3, 74. Derek turned 4 today. Vivian organized a small party for him. I really appreciate what she has done for us. After blowing out the birthday candles, I asked him what he wished for. He said, I wish to see Papa. I didn't know what to say to him. I could not tell him that his father left us. Vivian is being hospitalized for mental instability. Dorothy has asked for me to care for Vivian while she remains at the hospital. I wonder how Vivian must be feeling right now, knowing that she might not be able to conceive anymore. Magdalene wants a boy to continue the family line. Not being able to have children anymore will be devastating for Vivian. I pity her. Okay, that's a motive. October 9, 74. I just can't stand Sophia. She's not that pretty. Just barely a year working here and the others are already serving her hand and foot. She's just here to take advantage of the Roberts family. I don't trust her. I wish she'd just disappear. Ominous. Alright. Oh, it's broken. I need a tool to fix this. Tell you, if I were there, I'd be able to get it open. Thank you, Wanda, for your hard work, Vivian. Ooh, so she was no longer the favorite. Typewriter. Dear Father, how's everything going? Friday, January 12, 90. We went cycling today. Scott said he can ride faster than me. Of course that isn't true, so we had a competition and Trisha was our referee. So this is Derek, maybe. We set the goal line to be the fence in front of the river. I was winning until we almost reached the finishing line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal. I yelled at him to stop, but he did not listen. By the time he crossed the line, it was too late. The brakes did not stop him in time. His bike hit the fence and he was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the riverbank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing. Even though Scott was the one bleeding, I think I'm hurting more than him. Ooh. Definite love triangle action going on here. Wednesday, March 14, 90. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached and asked if I would like to be his chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have, by the end of this week, to decide. It's a good opportunity. I get a raise in salary and I get to travel around the country. I think I'll say yes. April 1, 90. Trisha came today and suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. So I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near a big stone in the cemetery. Before leaving, we made a promise to each other that we'll open it up in 10 years. A big stone in the cemetery. Wednesday, May 16, 90. I had a chance to walk around New York today. As I went into a bookstore, I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive, but I think she will like it. I should surprise her by giving her the notebook on her birthday. June 28, 90. I didn't expect to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mum. On the other hand, I get to stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not a bad deal. Charles treats me very well. He even gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I'll get something nice for Mum next time. Saturday, September 29, 90. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there's a nest in the drain hole that sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assured us that it's fine, so off we went. Sure enough, there were eggs. I didn't know what eggs those were and decided to stay a little further away. Scott started collecting them when I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout out that it was a snake. I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake. He then spread his arms out and slowly walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He extended his right hand with the stick towards the stake and slowly placed the bag of eggs on the floor with his left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run." We all ran, screaming our lungs out. I think it was the fastest I ever ran in my life. Monday, November 5, 90. I miss the old days when it was Trisha, Scott and myself hunting in the back of the woods, playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given to us, such as the house we live in, our jobs. I just miss the time when we were young and carefree. We would go anywhere and nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Sunday, December 23, 1990. Why doesn't she realize that I like her? Aww. Ooh, a pocket knife. Can I not take this and use that to fix the drawer? Last of the Mohicans. So let's check out the cemetery. Unless there's something else here. A big stone. So here's the big stone. Need a tool to dig, okay. Check hospital for missing tools. Let's just have a look at the postal service, I guess. This is a house entrance key. Oh, which locker did we find it in the mansion? So, I was wrong last episode. It's not for the mansion. It's for one of the servants' house. Alright, let's just quickly figure out where. We'll try and get in. Okay, where was the key? Was it in... damn. Okay, I have my bearings again now. Okay, it was Bernard's key, so it was in this locker here, so we could figure out where Bernard lives. That will get us into his house. That was a guess. That's just the closest house that let me enter. So this is Bernard's house. I feel like I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Pill bottles. Okay, what are they? Vivian Roberts, The Untold Story? Why would Bernard have a copy of this? Maybe he was obsessed with her? Display of military badges. Capacity to kill. Axes. The axe cabinet has been shattered. Missing knife. Knife is missing from this case. Shattered. Oh. Who is this guy? It's locked. His office. January 3, 1994. 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years she decided to leave the village. Today I commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott had said or asked anything else since then. I could see she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all this very unsettling. January 1994. Derek doesn't seem too willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often has trips longer than that, and Derek never seemed to mind them. Now that I think about it, Derek is unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. February 20, 1994. I noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, to the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, but Charles kept him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. March 2, 1994. It's Dad's death anniversary today. I can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visited his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves. Looks like autumn has started. Mum's tombstone is covered with leaves too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on the things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wondered if he could hear me. Will I just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die? What will people remember me for? Well, I'm pretty sure that the ghost did hear him, because we saw a little flyer that told us about that. April 29, 1994. I saw Scott and Trisha today. They looked happy. I almost envy them. I think my chance at ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I had accepted Angela? I don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyhow. Who is my type then? Vivian. I don't know who. Ah, interesting. AOL password. 74TY capital V exclamation hash RJD. Hey, that's my password too. It's my YouTube account password. Study room locked desk hint. Study room locked desk hint. Subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Art Celia's apartment code 447206 hash. Okay, where are the darts? No, don't. knife. Did he steal the wine? Where's the dartboard? Is there a dartboard here? Okay, we are looking for a dartboard. A blood-stained wood panel. I need a tool to pull out the nails. I mean, we're a journalist. We could probably afford to buy a screwdriver. Where's the dartboard? Is that the dartboard in Anne's inn? If it is, then how would he know that it would be there? That's pretty... Okay, so... subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. So 18 and 8 is 26. Triple 15, 45. That's a double ring, so 30. So 26 and 30, so that's 4. That doesn't add up because it will be negative 4. 19, 20, 26. Yeah. But it'd be really, I mean, just like logically speaking, it'd be really weird for it to be referring to that dartboard because anyone could just come and change the dartboard. There we go. So 9, 50, 110. 110 take 9 is 99. Okay, let's just do this again, sorry. Subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. Okay. But one of these fell out, so I guess one of the red ones fell out. Can we see? 6. Is that a little pinhole there? So 116. Take 9 is 107. Huh? So one red one fell out. 50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 116, assuming it's that dot. Wait, well, there's also 1 in 13 and there's 1 in 18. So 114. No. 18 maybe. 119. Maybe it's 20. So is it 121? From the red dart's total, not from the red dart's points. So 501. Take 50 or 51. So 391. But I reckon it's also in 6. So 391 is 385. So it's either 391 or 385. 391 or 385, and then 9. 376, but it might be 382. 376? What? 501? 364. Okay. What the fuck is going on? So what about 110, 130, take 9. There's a dot here too, so it could be 7. It could just be anywhere on the board. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20 different things to try. Maybe it's 7. 375. Nope. 108. Why can't I get this? Yellow darts points from the red darts total. Why are you using points in total instead of score? You think it would be something on the outside of the board due to where it came out? What am I not understanding about this? Is this supposed to be brute forced? Like, these dots are not... These dots are just artifacts. And I'm supposed to just brute force this. So the minimum it could be is 102. 102 to 121. This is assuming a single. Okay, something weird is happening here. So it's not a single, it could be a double or a triple. Can we see anything in the doubles? There's lots in 20, so double 20. So 121. Wait, no, 141. $60 plus 60, so 161. So just assuming, going with the idea that red can just get the highest possible score. Yeah, that doesn't work because why wouldn't they just get 3 triples instead of the bullseye? There's some marks in 2. No, well, I've tried every single, so something weird's happening here. Unless it's 1, take 50, take 60. So 1381, 362 to 381, 362 to 381. Okay, this is fucking bullshit. Already tried 382. Yellow darts points from the red darts total. Why would they use the word total for red darts and points for yellow darts? Total would make me think they're doing the whole 501 minus whatever and starting from there. But I tried that. It could have been a double or it could have been a triple. So I haven't tried any of those yet. But you'd think there'd be like a mark or something that would tell me. Well, it wouldn't be triple. No, it wouldn't be double, because if it's a double, then it's 0. And then 0. I tried 0 minus 9, which would wrap around to 9991. Can I not use an axe on the floor upstairs? Okay, we've run too long here. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.